So these days, people have started to understand more about mental health. And today I want to clarify, what is mental health really and what is it not? My name is McLean. I'm a clinical psychologist. I work with Sunnyside Counseling and Therapy Center. We help you get to the sunny side of life. So, what is mental health? Most people think mental health is more of mental illness, where we see diseases like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, but mental health is not all about mental illness, just that there's a lot. Mental health is about the way your mind processes things, your feelings. It's even about your actions and even the way you relate to people. How does your mind process all these things around you? The same way you have physical health is the same way you have mental health. The same way you have a body that you take care of, your mind is like a garden. When you tend to it, it's going to flourish. When you attend to your body, maybe you're doing physical exercises, you're eating a balanced diet, your body is going to flourish. Now that's the same thing with the mind. Your mind will flourish, and at the same time it could struggle, depending on how you actually attend to it. Now, one of the things that all people think mental health is about is for people who are struggling. So when you talk about mental health, people think of people with serious problems, Like I've had friends that you tell, have you sought therapy? And they'll be like, no, my problems are not that big. But do you know even the daily stresses of life can make your mind get to a place where it cannot handle? Do you know even normal life challenges like chronic stress at your workplace, maybe that relationship that is just not working out, maybe kids, maybe you're burnt out and overwhelmed by this workload, all those things, you could actually struggle. The same way your body will struggle because maybe you've not slept well, maybe you've not eaten food and you get general body weakness. It's the same thing with your mind, yeah? So I want to talk about how exactly do we know that, someone has poor mental health, okay? So let's look at how the brain thinks, yeah? If your thoughts are usually negative, some of them are even intrusive. You're there, you're not even, thinking about something negative and then they just come. Okay, those negative intrusive thoughts. Or sometimes you find that you always pick up only the negative things in life. Even when someone shares with you a situation, you catastrophize if you see the biggest calamity. Someone shares with you a business idea, you're like, that one. You look out for the negative. Like for you, always negative, yeah? That could signal that your mind, is picking up information negatively, okay? There are things we call negative cognitive distortions, but that is a story for another day. Anyway, also look at the way you process your feelings, your emotions, yeah? That also speaks about mental health. If you're struggling with sadness, anxiety, the chronic stress and depression, burnout, that's the way you're feeling empty, sad, restless, hopelessness. That is mental health. That means your mental health is struggling, yeah? Then how about the way you respond to things like changes, for example, or disappointments? Are you resilient enough when that guy breaks up with you? Can you actually get back on your feet? Or do you really struggle? When you lose a loved one, okay, it is tough. It is very tough. So even when they change things, how does it affect you? If it affects you very negatively, and it's normal for you to be affected negatively, but the rate at which you bounce back when you've gone through, maybe you took loans, the bank came, took the property, maybe you lost a project that you thought you're going to get this promotion, and now they've given it to someone else, so you lost your job. All those disappointments in life, how do you handle them? If you're not able to handle them and be able to bounce back, then your mental health could struggle, okay? And another thing is, how do you relate with people? Because that's why we get things like personality disorders. Personality disorders come from a place of how you relate with others, yeah? So, for example, if you're these people who like to pull others down for you to shine, okay? Or you love attention seeking, and without external validation, you feel you're not complete enough, yeah? Or you find that you're always causing strife everywhere you go, yeah? You need to also look into your mental health, okay? Because this could show the way that your brain perceives things. For example, people who were raised in a place where there was a lot of chaos, yeah? Maybe in a home, too many people who brought in too many things, yeah? Most people actually will find that they will struggle, that when they're even in a peaceful environment, they will cause chaos. It will be like self-sabotage, like you crave that chaos that you saw in your childhood growing up, yeah? And so we're going to talk about different things. We're starting a YouTube channel, and I'll take you through mental health. How do you protect your mental health? How do you take care of yourself? What are the different things that caused you to become who you are? What are the different things that are holding you back? And you'll be able to grow as a person. So follow us, and you'll also be able to shine in your different aspects of life. Life is better together. Reach out if you feel you are struggling with some of the areas that I've talked about. When you take care of your mental health, it's the same thing as your body. Your physical health is important, and so is your mental health. Don't let your mind struggle.